guys, welcome to a brand new episode of HopCorn. Today we'll be talking about Netflix's very own Dystopia, and it's a very brand new series. It's called Leila. And before we talk about it, have a look at it first.
जय आर्यवर्त अपने काम के लिए जान देना आर्यवर्त के लिए जान देना आर्यवर्त के लिए आहुति देने को सदैव तत्पर रहे।
तुमने अपने समुदाय से बाहर विवाह नहीं किया था?
Smile.
आपका जीवन परिवर्तित होने जा रहा है। परिवर्तन के लिए तैयार रहो। जय आर्यवर्त।
मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मैंने इस धरती पे जन्म लिया।
मेरी बेटी को ढूंढना है। तू मेरी हेल्प कर, मैं तेरी हेल्प कर दूंगी।
प्रॉमिस?
नरक की यात्रा के लिए तैयार हो? धीरे धीरे खिड़की बंद कर।
मिश्रित बच्चों को लेके जाते हैं क्या?
जिए आर्यवर्त के लिए मरे आर्यवर्त के लिए श्रम करें आर्यवर्त के लिए। जय आर्यवर्त।
मिश्रित बच्चों को सरकार ले जाती है।
प्रोजेक्ट वाली याद रखना लैला को ढूंढते वक्त। अगर मुझे कुछ हुआ तो तुम भी नहीं बचोगी।
मैंने कहा था तुमसे, तुम्हें तुम्हारी बेटी कभी नहीं मिलेगी।
So, intense.
Comfortably spent my weekend watching it,
Yeah.
binge watching it, and I can't say I have been disappointed because what a show! I
What a
had
show.
a great time.
I mean, it is. It has also, of course, it's gotten great reviews, but it also is a little problematic. Don't you
Of
think?
course, absolutely. But
Yeah.
to that also, I have, as we go along the plot, I will tell what I feel about
Of
those
course, we'll talk
particular
about it
problematic
later.
moments that they have dealt with. But yeah, a very, very relevant show, I have to say, because as has been mentioned, it's a dystopia. Dystopia, which is like the opposite of utopia,
Of course.
the worst imaginable future they speak about. And
A future you never want.
you never want. Unfortunately, from what I feel, I think we're headed towards the path of.
I've been seeing tweets, Instagram stories and posts, all kinds of things on Facebook, memes rather, where they're saying that this Netflix's Dystopia, which is a futuristic dystopia set in the year 1947,
Which is
does
100
not-
years after independence.
does not actually feel futuristic and feels very close to present.
True.
Like, you
I
know,
agree.
exactly.
You know, when I was actually coming to the studio, मैं ये सोच रही थी कि यहाँ पे आने से पहले कि क्या हम ये टॉपिक के बारे में, क्या इस शो के बारे में हम बात कर सकते हैं without getting into these political aspects of things, without being
and without challenging the dominant political ideology in our
absolutely
country.
without being told कि आप anti-national हो और देश छोड़ दो. तो all these things, of course, all those concerns I
Of course.
came here with.
Of course, anti-religious and all kinds of things.
Absolutely.
Let's not talk about it because it's very controversial to speak about such things.
Yes.
But again, let's begin from the inception of this movie. It's
Absolutely.
based on a novel by Prayag Akbar. He wrote it in the year 2017.
Absolutely.
And because it gained so much popularity, Leila, Netflix decided to take over and they made a six-part series.
Six-part series, and
out of
the
Leila.
first season has just come out. We have a leading Indian movie actress,
Huma
in it,
Qureshi.
Huma
And
Qureshi.
we've seen Huma Qureshi after a really long time.
Very long time,
She
in fact.
was on a pretty long sabbatical.
Absolutely, and I think rightly so. I mean, after a sabbatical, if this is what you come up with, I think people should, from time to time, take
sabbaticals.
Yeah, and so basically, let's just talk about the plot here. Leila is basically about this dystopian drama that shows a very disturbing reality, which I feel is not too far from
Futuristic reality.
Futuristic reality, the worst imaginable situation which can probably occur. if things continue to head the same way that they are right now.
Yes.
And it is the world of 2047, 100 years after independence, where India has, of course,
Been called Aryavata.
yeah, Aryavarta. It is headed by this militant group, जो कि basically एक state बना दिया हमारे country को, which is Aryavarta. as you-
It's basically Hindu fascism.
Hindu fascism, correct. And तो the movie में हम बात कर रहे हैं कैसे caste के basis पे लोगों को segregate करके society में they are inhabiting the society. And people of the mixed जो breed के होते हैं, mixed races के होते हैं, उनके साथ कैसे torturous behavior देते हैं ये लोग, और कैसे उनको मारा पीटा जाता है, कैसे मार के सबको एक जैसा बनाया जाता है, कैसे आपकी आइडियोलॉजी आप में इंजेक्ट करी जाती है, तो वो सब हम जर्नी देखते हैं
जी.
through Shalini, which is played by Huma Qureshi, who has just recently lost
And
her husband.
And her husband is a Muslim guy.
Is a Muslim
right?
guy
Yeah.
who has been brutally murdered in front of her eyes. Her daughter has been abducted in front of her eyes again. And
Because the daughter is called a Mishri, right? Which is a mixed
breed.
blood.
Correct.
Yes.
So she is not of a pure blood, which is pure Hindu blood. She is of a mixed breed, which
Yes.
is that
which
of
is
Muslim.
a Hindu mother and a Muslim
And
father.
a Muslim father.
And of course, father was
So
killed
those
because
kids
of
are
the religion.
treated
Yes.
even worse. I mean, they are taken away. They are tried to convert into the Aryavarth loving kids, and they're completely brainwashed.
Even the mothers are punished.
Yeah, absolutely. She was, I think, introduced to this purist group where she was, of course, made to adopt Hinduism, you know, atone for all her sins, especially because she's of the bad grade of those pure, in that group, she's among those group of women who apparently are the worst sinners.
Worst sinners, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because उन्होंने
There's good, bad, better, but then
she's the worst
it's
of all because
yeah.
उसने एक मुसलमान से शादी करी. तो वो उन चीज़ों के लिए अटोन कर रही है वहाँ पे ग्रुप में, बट वो अपनी एक जर्नी स्टार्ट करती है अपनी बेटी को ढूंढने की. तो ये जो पूरा एक प्लॉट, आई थिंक ये
So let's talk about बेटी कैसे गायब हुई.
बेटी
Because
कैसे गायब
वो
हुई.
मिश्री थी.
हाँ.
She was a mixed blood.
Mixed blood.
They could not handle the fact, and of course, how can you let a mixed blood survive in society, which is so-called pure? So she's taken away, and she's taken away under the pretense of this, not pretense actually, in the context of this entire project called Project Bali, which I'm sorry, it sounds a little funny to me, but again, but then Project Bali में उसको लेके गए, and well, basically she was going to be killed. Is that right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, that is what she thought, and
She
everyone
thought,
else too. So it was towards the later half of the show that they revealed that, you know, the girl whom she's looking for, her daughter, is deceased, is no more. Unfortunately, fortunately for her, she discovers that the child is very much alive. But why I say unfortunately is because even though she has discovered where she is, whereabouts and everything about her, she has become a product of that Aryavarth group that they've been trying to propagate the entire time. तो इसके head जो दिखाए हैं, उनका नाम होता है जोशी जी, and a very eerie resemblance to what it sounds like. I do not want to.
Let's not take it. Please don't take the name.
Yeah, sorry, Voldemort.
Yes.
So
he who must not be named.
Yeah, he
Yes.
who must not be named. And कैसे there is also this जो subtlety में सब कुछ चल रहा है, एक backdrop है, वो है कि एक राव नाम के एक और character हैं who is of course vouching for power, जो कि जोशी जी के opponent हैं. तो कैसे वो along with the help of Rao, Bhanu, these other characters, she is trying to find her daughter, and what she eventually finds out is not the best sight.
Of course.
So guys, we have this and lots more coming up. Please stay tuned to this. We talk about one of the most talked about shows in present times, Leila. Welcome back, guys. Leila. That's the show we are talking about right now. The show which has created quite a stir for its controversial take on the present times.
नमस्कार, मैं हूँ हुमा कुरैशी और हम भरेंगे एक छोटी सी उड़ान इस डिस्टोपियन दुनिया की। डिस्टोपिया एक काल्पनिक दुनिया है जो भविष्य में बसी है। आधुनिक होने के साथ साथ यहाँ आपको नर्क का भी अद्भुत अनुभव होगा। यहाँ अन्याय से कोई भी नहीं भाग सकता। आगे के द्वार, पीछे के द्वार, सारे इमरजेंसी एग्जिट आपके लिए बंद है। यहाँ आपका जीवन कभी भी नियंत्रण खो सकता है। ऐसी परिस्थिति में लाइफ जैकेट की अपेक्षा ना रखें। कृपया अपनी कुर्सी की पेटी बांध लें, क्योंकि इस तबाही और निराशाजनक दुनिया के लिए शायद आप तैयार नहीं। हम दुआ करते हैं कि आपकी डिस्टोपियन यात्रा सुखद ना हो।
So basically, it's a woman's journey. It's a very traumatic journey, especially in the context it has been framed. The life which is so problematic. However, there are a few other problems that this series has, and I mean, as much as I love to be all praises of a show which I have binged watched, there are of course
cinematically problematic moments.
Moments, and also plot-wise, there are problematic aspects to this series. The thing is, number one, they have created the image of a country, which is no longer India, which is called Aryavarta, and which has no geographical demarcation. You don't know how big India is, but India is shown to be very small, actually.
Correct.
It's rather very small. It looks like half the states have gone away.
True.
Very small. It has a huge water crisis. I mean, of course, which is predicted, which is, I don't know what's going to happen to us when we grow old.
It's just right here.
It's right here. It's all already starting.
Correct.
There's a water crisis. Another thing is that they have also portrayed things in a sort of a light which is a little difficult to comprehend. Show a very skewed sense of future.
True.
Which is, I mean, and of course there's technology, but I mean, it was not easily digestible technology.
Correct.
It was a little difficult.
They
to
were
take
aiming
in.
at Sky Dome, which was the project that these guys
Yes.
were coming up with, where, I mean, through these outer injectors in the space, they can suck out all the pollution and make the air breathable again, because which I'm sure will be needed in quite
Of course,
near future.
however, the entire backdrop of Leila didn't look like it's a breathable environment. It looked very suffocating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I completely agree with you on is this, that the world, the future that they have created, it's very limited in the sense that she is of course traveling and
Yes.
traversing these states, you know, आना जाना उनका लगा रहता है, तो ऐसा लगता है कि दुनिया इतनी छोटी सी है, ये इंडिया है और यहीं पे सब दुनिया खत्म हो गई है.
यहीं start है, यहीं खत्म.
Yeah, so she keeps circling around those borders, those same places, those same people, the same group, the purest group, where she of course encounters Guruma, and then she also encounters these other bad boys in the power, of course, who are very corrupt to the core, and which all, this entire ladder leads her up to Joshi ji, who's like the final person. Very interesting one, very nice cinematic moment which I personally loved was the one where there was this one vendor जो एक तरफ तो गांधी जी की फोटो लगा के रखता है, पर जैसे कोई आसपास आ जाता है वो टर्न करके जोशी जी की फोटो लगा देता है, बिकॉज ही इज द गॉड, ही इज टू बी वर्शिप्ड नाउ, बिकॉज वही सब डिक्टेट करते हैं दुनिया में. आर्यवर्त भी उनकी दिमाग की एक्सटेंशन है. करेक्ट. तो आई थिंक वो मोमेंट्स बहुत, बट प्रॉब्लम जैसे आपने बोले बहुत थे दैट वे.
Or moving away from all these problems and plots and so on and so forth, I could draw a lot of parallels of this series with a lot of other things that I've read and seen before.
Sure.
So we can start with like Clockwork Orange. It's one of the classics. It's a very difficult to watch movie. It's a very difficult movie viewing experience. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But like, if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it too. But besides Clockwork Orange, there is The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
There is which is also very similar, because there also the handmaids
it has been
are
adapted.
wearing red, right?
Right.
And here also the women who are impure and partaking in activities which make them impure are called, you know, are wearing red.
You know, the entire theme of the entire show was set to be yellow, and God forbid they did not even try messing it up one notch higher and making it the color that we did not want it to be, which is saffron color.
Yes, of course.
So they were very cautious. The makers are very cautious of this fact, and the entire time they kept they stuck to the theme of it being yellow. So that was there, of course. And then I mean, what performances were, you know, carved out of Huma Qureshi, of course.
That's brilliant.
And Joshi ji. I think those were the two characters whose performance not just were very sublime, but also very true to the characters. I mean, you have seen these characters, I know who these people are, and when you have a whistleblower out there in the society, what is the kind of, you know, treatment he or she is meted out with. So that, I think, became very evident.
And of course, the caste divide is also very evidently brought out.
Absolutely.
Because it's only the upper caste Hindus that have that have an affluent
Like we
life.
see through the Mr.
Of
and
course,
Mrs. Dixit ka
Of
example.
course, exactly. That they live the affluent life, and otherwise they are the untouchables. You know, the rest are the untouchables who are poor and downtrodden. And they've also, because they're poor and downtrodden, and these upper caste Hindus, of course, have a better off life, they've also shown the economic disparities between these two communities.
Absolutely.
And
The haves and have-nots of the society are
exactly.
very beautifully shown.
Yeah,
क्योंकि
if you
वो
are-
again मतलब ये सब मैं वही बोल रही हूँ ना, ये सब बातें एक नॉच हायर दिख रही है बिकॉज ये डिस्टोपिया
बिल्कुल,
है,
हाँ।
पर ये बहुत कोई दूर नहीं है, मतलब
हाँ।
जो अभी सब चल रहा है अगर उसको आप एक नॉच हायर ले
Unbelievable
जाओ,
नहीं है।
एग्जैक्टली
हाँ।
कुछ भी मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा देखिए, oh my god, this is so incredible, this cannot happen. I genuinely feel all of this is very, it's gonna happen. एक वो सीन भी बहुत अच्छा लगा था शो में जब हुमा बात कर रही होती हैं राव से, और जहाँ पे वो फैज़ अहमद फैज़ की एक पोएम शेयर करते हैं, पोइट्री पे वो बॉन्ड करते हैं, तो कैसे मतलब भाई कि आने वाले टाइम में आप आर्टिस्ट भी तो रिकग्नाइज नहीं कर रहे ना, अब आर्टिस्ट का कोई धर्म थोड़ी ना होता है।
Exactly.
तो हाँ, आई मीन इस शो ने काफ़ी सारे थीम्स पे टच करा है, एंड ऑफ कोर्स द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट ऑफ ऑल, इट हैज़ टच्ड द कॉज ऑफ आवर हार्ट. Guys, do not miss this show, I say that again. And well, we have something very interesting also coming up next. Please stay tuned.
Hi guys, today's HopCorn special is called What's That Void? In today's What's That Void, we will discuss a movie which came out in 2011 and saw Angelina Jolie in a whole new avatar altogether. The movie Lara Croft Tomb Raider, also known simply as The Tomb Raider, is an action-adventure film based on the Tomb Raider video game series featuring the character Lara Croft, portrayed by Angelina Jolie, where she tries to obtain ancient artifacts from the Illuminati. That year, Tomb Raider was the highest grossing film in its opening weekend because it was so eagerly anticipated. However, the fans' expectations came crashing down because the plot of the movie was a disappointment, and it is said that Angelina Jolie's fabulous acting and perfect fit as Lara Croft couldn't salvage the damage the entire film underwent. Now it's time to address the elephant in the room, and this might just ruin things further for you, so please proceed at your own risk. So Lara's whole goal in the film is to destroy the triangle so that the Illuminati can't use its evil power. However, after successfully getting the first half at the first tomb, she spends the entire third act trying to acquire the second half in order to destroy them both. Well, now the problem is that she has one piece already, and one half cannot work without joining it with the other. So why doesn't she just destroy the one she has, rendering the second piece useless? Well, if they did that, the entire movie would just be about 15 minutes long. That's all I have for you today, and I too leave with a heavy heart. Stay tuned for more specials only on HopCorn. I'll be back very soon, and until then, I'm Mohika signing off.